Well, howdy YouTube family. It is Bolt CRNA coming to you with another topic. It's been more than a week. I have been gone for, I don't know, a year from YouTube. Have I disappeared altogether? No, I've been other places, but we'll talk about that. Today I want to talk about where I've been, what's going on, what might be going on with my channel, and what you guys can expect from me going forward. Let's get into it. Some of you guys are new here. Some of you have been around for a while. A lot of you don't know that I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I started this YouTube channel. You can scroll back to my very first videos, probably around 2014 or 15. It's been a long time, guys. I am a grandpa on YouTube. So it is difficult to maintain keeping up a posting schedule weekly for decades. At a certain point, you run out of things to talk about, and I have talked about a lot of stuff. I have made so many videos, so many different topics, and at a certain point, you start to think, is there anything new for me to talk about for you guys to even listen to? Or am I just rehashing things? And if you follow other YouTubers, you may find that that happens a lot. YouTubers who have been around for years, you'll look back at their content and realize they're just re-saying the same thing over and over again, polishing it up. And I don't like that. I don't want to just waste people's time by repeating myself. But now there is another element to that, another side to that a coin, I guess. There is some things that do develop over time and change. There are certain topics that I talked about in 2018 that maybe in 2025 I have a very different perspective on. Or it might have actually just changed. There are some topics that I could revisit. I am interested to hear from you guys though if there's anything in particular that you want me to talk about. I know the general topics that you guys usually like to hear from me about, and I talked with you about that a lot, especially on my other platforms like Instagram. That's where I've been a lot more lately, is on Instagram. So if you guys are interested in my day-to-day life, behind the scenes at work and stuff like that, I'm on Instagram and Snapchat. So I still connect with you guys on those types of platforms, but for the longer form content, I haven't been doing it as much. I am interested in longer form content. What do you guys want to hear about? What stuff do you guys want me to talk about? Also the quality. I feel like, you guys tell me, has the quality changed a lot? Or maybe it's the same. Maybe I'm still poor audio quality, poor video quality. It might still be just as bad, but I feel like when I cringe when I look back at my old content and I see some of the stuff that I was filming or saying, or even just the way I was presenting myself on camera, it was very stiff and hollow. Hopefully I don't come off like that now, but you never know. I was never media trained, guys. I was just some dude with a iPhone for many years and now just like a DSLR camera. But anyway, so that's where I've been lately. I have been on Instagram and Snapchat mostly. What have I been doing with my personal life? A lot of you may know I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. I have a partner of 2.5 years, Alex. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen him a lot. And I have Scout, which you guys have seen a lot too, because I've had him for 8 or 9 years now. He started the CRNA school with me. First year CRNA school, I got him, and he's been along for the ride this whole time. So that's kind of my life right now. I work, I do 1099 contracts, which some of you guys may not know this, but 1099 just means contractor. It means I own my own company. I own my own anesthesia business. I am the only employee, and I employ myself, and I contract myself out to surgery centers mostly that need my help. I do that part-time. I do mock interviews for you guys. I've done hundreds and hundreds of mock interviews over the years and continue to offer that for you guys who are preparing for your CRNA school application cycle and getting ready for that next chapter. So I do that a couple days a week. I work a few days a week. I do a little bit of Instagram and short form content stuff. I haven't done as much of the long form, but I'm going to try and work that into my schedule now. If you guys are not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because you'll get notified when I do come out with the new content and new stuff. And then of course I'll announce it on my other short form content place. As for why I haven't been keeping up with content every week for many years now, I want to just give a basic advice thing to all of you guys, because a lot of you who follow me are nurses or medical people. A lot of us are these type A personalities where we feel like we have to go and keep performing and doing and jumping through hoops, and there's always a next goal, and as soon as you finish one goal there's another thing we have to be doing and keep striving for. I've been that way most of my life, and I've been using the last few years to try and break that off of me and break that down, because I'm aware I'm 37 now, so as I get older, I'm aware that that's not sustainable. That's not good for you mentally, and it's not really good for you in your personal life. Sure, you might have a ton of achievements behind you, and you might be able to point to a lot of different, certifications and diplomas and speeches you've given and all these things that you may feel important by doing. But ultimately, it can really start to tear apart your own self-worth and your being. Because you really need to be pouring back into your own self. You need to be pouring into your own cup before you keep pouring into everyone else's. And as nurses especially, I feel like we have a habit of giving and giving and giving and not thinking as much about what's good for us and what works for us. So I've reached a point in life where I'm aware that if I don't spend enough of my free time with Alex, just having fun and watching TV and just enjoying each other's time, if I don't have time to walk Scout and enjoy him, if I don't have time just to meditate and relax, go to the gym, do things that are good for me and my personal, well-being, that's not going to be sustainable long term for me. I'm going to be, of course, tearing myself down from the inside out. It's also not great for my patients. It's not great for my loved ones. It's not great for you guys. You're not getting the best version of me if I'm just producing random things and saying a lot of stuff on camera and rehashing the same stuff over and over and to push stuff out. It's better if I can curate specific topics and content, especially after I've made 100-something videos over the years. Better to do curated stuff for you now. That's specific, that's what you actually want to hear about, that is actually quality information, and give that to you in segments and not just be pushing stuff out all the time. That's kind of why I took a step away from YouTube for a minute, and why I'm offering to come back in increments now and appropriate amounts. And then, like I said, I'm also available on other platforms where I'm pretty frequently through the day offering different little snapshots into my behind the scenes life there too, in case you're just interested in that stuff. As for what's next in my personal life, of course, traveling is always something I'm doing. That's something you'll see on the other platforms. I love to, right now we're planning a trip to Paris, France, London, maybe Germany. That's going to be in a couple months. Another big thing that I'm about to do is move. I'm moving from San Francisco to Los Angeles. There's going to be another contract signed up and ready to go there where I do similar work that I'm doing now. It's just down there. A lot more plastic surgery requests there, so I'll probably be doing a little more plastics than I do up here in the Bay Area, but overall it's a very similar type of work. Alex is, of course, his company's moving him down there to LA, and we're just going to be living in Los Angeles, kind of absorbing that culture, enjoying some of the new things there, some of the food culture. Also Disney and Universal Studios. We love going to theme parks and just having fun on our off days, so that'll be awesome for us to just kind of hop over there for the day. Right now I drive 6 or 7 hours down there, or even fly for that kind of stuff. So it'll be fun to be able to just go when we want and just maybe go to the beach more often and just kind of just get a different vibe. I recommend for everybody to mix things up every so many years of your life. Don't keep living in the same place, doing the same thing, just in a repetitive pattern over and over again. At least for me, it gives me life to be able to go places and do new things. That's what's new for me and what's coming up in the future. So you might see some of that. It might be a slightly different background. I might vlog a little bit and maybe do something at the beach or something like that. So let me know in the comments below if that's something you want to see. Let me know if there are any particular topics that I haven't touched on or maybe touched on years ago, but you want a fresh rehash take on it. I'm excited to reconnect with you guys here on YouTube. You're my OG originals. I started on this many years ago, and so YouTube always has a special place in my heart. Excited to kind of be back here. I hope to see you guys soon. That's Bolt out.